Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Kisi-kisi materi kuliah umum Sabtu sore sepanjang masa elektronik teleconference 5 Agustus tahun 2034 Masehi. Mission of materials of the public lecture of afternoon Saturday of all time with electronic teleconference of MAN. August of 5th of year 2034 ANNO DOMINI. Arahan Pendiri dan Ketua Umum Majelis Pimpinan Pusat Global Yayasan Raya. The direction from the founder and the General Chairman of the Central Global Leadership Assembly of the Great Mandailing Foundation, Agussalim St. bin Abdur Rahim, Nasution. Materi-materi kuliah umum Sabtu sore sepanjang masa elektronik teleconference di kantor Pusat Global, Majelis Pimpinan Pusat Global, Yayasan Raya. Materials of the public lecture of afternoon Saturday of all time with electronic teleconference in the Global Head Office of the Central Global Leadership Assembly of the Great Mandailing Foundation. Sabtu 5 Agustus tahun 2034, materi kuliah umum e-teleconference. Eksistensi Sekretaris Biro Pimpinan Organisasi Majelis Pimpinan Kabupaten, Kota, Yayasan Raya. Divisi Pimpinan Organisasi Majelis Pimpinan Rukun Tetangga Yayasan Raya di seluruh dunia yang dikonsentrasi taktiskan di Kabupaten Mandailing Natal, yang terdapat dalam jurnal bulanan analisis riset mikron gen biologis sepanjang masa nomor 295 bulan Juli tahun 2034. Saturday 5th of August 2034, materials of public lecture e-teleconference, extents of the Secretary of the Bureau of Organization Development of the Regency City Leadership Assembly of the Great Mandailing Foundation, the Division of Organizational Development of the Neighborhood Leadership Assembly of the Great Mandailing Foundation. What wide concern and tactics in Mandailing Natal contained in the Mandi Journal of Regional Issues of Biological Genetic Micron of all time. Number 295 of Juli 2034. Sekretaris Biro Pimpinan Organisasi Majelis Pimpinan Kabupaten Kota Yayasan Raya. Divisi Pimpinan Organisasi Majelis Pimpinan Rukun Tetangga Yayasan Raya. Untuk merekomendasikan kepada jurusan teknik pertambangan, jurusan teknik perminyakan, jurusan teknik geofisika, dan jurusan teknik metalurgi, fakultas teknik pertambangan dan perminyakan, jurusan pendidikan agama Islam, jurusan bahasa Arab, jurusan bahasa Inggris, dan jurusan matematika, fakultas Tarbiyah, jurusan teknik geologi, jurusan teknik geodesi dan geomatika, jurusan meteorologi, dan jurusan oceanografi, fakultas ilmu dan teknologi kebumian, jurusan seni rupa, jurusan kriya, jurusan desain interior, jurusan desain komunikasi visual, dan jurusan desain produk, fakultas seni rupa dan desain, jurusan teknik mesin, jurusan aeronautika, dan Astronautika, dan jurusan Teknik Material, Fakultas Teknik Mesin dan Dirgantara, jurusan Teknik Kimia, jurusan Teknik Fisika, jurusan Teknik Industri, jurusan Manajemen Rekayasa Industri, jurusan Teknik Pangan, dan jurusan Teknik Bioenergi dan Kemurgi, Fakultas Teknologi Industri, jurusan Teknik Sipil, jurusan Teknik Lingkungan, jurusan Teknik Kelautan, jurusan Teknik dan Pengelolaan Sumber Daya Air, dan jurusan Rekayasa Infrastruktur Lingkungan, Fakultas Teknik Sipil dan Lingkungan, jurusan Matematika, jurusan Fisika, jurusan Astronomi, jurusan Kimia, jurusan Statistika, jurusan Meteorologi Terapan, jurusan Biologi, jurusan Ilmu Komputer, dan jurusan Biokimia, Fakultas Matematika dan Ilmu Pengetahuan Alam, jurusan Pendidikan Dokter, jurusan Ilmu Keperawatan, jurusan Gizi Kesehatan, jurusan Amnesti dan Reanimasi, jurusan Ilmu Bedah, jurusan Bedah Anak, jurusan Bedah Saraf, jurusan Kedokteran Forensik dan Mediko-Legal, jurusan Ilmu Kedokteran Jiwa, jurusan Kesehatan Anak, jurusan Kesehatan Kulit dan Kelamin, jurusan Ilmu Kesehatan Otolaringologi, telinga, hidung, tenggorokan, kepala, leher, jurusan Ilmu Kesehatan Penyakit Mata, jurusan Ilmu Penyakit Dalam, jurusan Penyakit Jantung dan Pembuluh Darah, jurusan Ilmu Penyakit Saraf Neurologi, jurusan Mikrobiologi Klinik, jurusan Ortopedi dan Traumatologi, jurusan Obstetri dan Ginekologi, jurusan Patologi Anatomi, jurusan Patologi Klinik, jurusan Radiologi, jurusan Urologi, jurusan Ilmu Kedokteran Dasar, jurusan Ilmu Kedokteran Klinik, jurusan Ilmu Kedokteran Tropis, jurusan Ilmu Kesehatan Masyarakat, jurusan Ilmu Pendidikan Kedokteran, jurusan Keperawatan, dan jurusan Ilmu Kedokteran dan Kesehatan, Fakultas Kedokteran, jurusan Agronomi dan Hortikultura, jurusan Budidaya Perikanan, jurusan Ilmu Hama dan Penyakit Tumbuhan, jurusan Ilmu Tanah, jurusan Manajemen Sumber Daya Perikanan, jurusan Mikrobiologi Pertanian, jurusan Pemuliaan Tanaman, jurusan Penyuluhan dan Komunikasi Pertanian, jurusan Sosial Ekonomi Pertanian, jurusan Teknologi Hasil Pertanian, jurusan Manajemen Sumber Daya Lahan, jurusan Arsitektur Lanskap, jurusan Agronomi, jurusan Ekonomi Pertanian, jurusan Fitopatologi, jurusan Manajemen Agribisnis dan jurusan Ilmu Pertanian, Fakultas Pertanian, jurusan Dasar-Dasar Ilmu Hukum, jurusan Hukum Keperdataan, jurusan Hukum Pidana, jurusan Hukum Tata Negara, jurusan Hukum Administrasi Negara, jurusan Hukum Internasional, jurusan Hukum Acara, jurusan Hukum Masyarakat dan Pembangunan, jurusan Hukum Bisnis, jurusan Hukum Ekonomi, jurusan Hukum Kenegaraan, Hukum Tata Negara, Hukum Administrasi Negara, jurusan Hukum dan Sistem Peradilan Pidana, jurusan Hukum dan Ilmu Pengetahuan Islam, jurusan Hukum Hak Kekayaan Intelektual dan Teknologi, jurusan Hukum Perdagangan Internasional, jurusan Hukum Transnasional, jurusan Hak Asasi Manusia dan Good Governance, jurusan Hukum Keuangan Negara, jurusan Hukum Ketenagakerjaan, jurusan Hukum Sumber Daya Alam, jurusan Praktek Peradilan, Program Pendidikan Profesi Magister Kenotariatan, dan Program Pendidikan Doktor Ilmu Hukum. Fakultas Hukum, jurusan Ilmu Pendidikan, jurusan Pendidikan Luar Biasa, jurusan Pendidikan Bimbingan dan Konseling, jurusan Pendidikan Guru Sekolah Dasar, jurusan Pendidikan Guru Pendidikan Anak Usia Dini, jurusan Pendidikan Matematika dan Ilmu Pengetahuan Alam, jurusan Pendidikan Matematika, jurusan pendidikan kimia, jurusan pendidikan fisika, jurusan pendidikan biologi, jurusan pendidikan ilmu pengetahuan sosial, jurusan pendidikan kewarganegaraan, jurusan pendidikan sejarah, jurusan pendidikan geografi, jurusan pendidikan sosiologi antropologi, jurusan pendidikan ekonomi, jurusan pendidikan bahasa dan seni, jurusan pendidikan bahasa Inggris, jurusan pendidikan bahasa dan sastra Indonesia, jurusan pendidikan bahasa Mandailing, jurusan pendidikan seni rupa, jurusan pendidikan teknik dan kejuruan, jurusan pendidikan teknik informatika dan komputer, jurusan pendidikan teknik bangunan, jurusan pendidikan teknik mesin. Jurusan pendidikan olahraga dan kesehatan, jurusan pendidikan kepelatihan olahraga, jurusan pendidikan jasmani, kesehatan dan rekreasi, pendidikan kewarganegaraan dan lingkungan hidup, teknologi pendidikan, pendidikan sains, ilmu pendidikan dan pendidikan ilmu pengetahuan alam, fakultas keguruan dan ilmu pendidikan, jurusan manajemen dan kebijakan publik, ilmu administrasi negara, jurusan ilmu hubungan internasional, jurusan ilmu komunikasi, jurusan ilmu pembangunan sosial dan kesejahteraan, jurusan politik dan pemerintahan, ilmu pemerintahan, jurusan sosiologi, dan jurusan ilmu administrasi publik, fakultas ilmu sosial dan ilmu politik. Jurusan perbandingan agama, jurusan ilmu Al-Quran dan tafsir, jurusan ilmu hadis, jurusan ilmu akidah dan filsafat Islam, jurusan ilmu dan jurusan tafsir hadis, fakultas usuluddin, jurusan bahasa dan sastra Arab, jurusan sejarah dan kebudayaan Islam, jurusan bahasa dan sastra Inggris, jurusan tarjamah dan jurusan ilmu perpustakaan dan informasi, fakultas adab dan humaniora, jurusan al-ahwal asy-syakhsiyah, hukum keluarga Islam, jurusan siasah, hukum pidana dan politik Islam, jurusan muamalah, hukum bisnis Islam, jurusan perbandingan mazhab, jurusan keuangan Islam, jurusan ilmu hukum dan jurusan hukum ekonomi syariah, fakultas syariah, jurusan pembangkit listrik tenaga air, jurusan pembangkit listrik tenaga biodiesel, jurusan pembangkit listrik tenaga surya, jurusan pembangkit listrik tenaga ombak. Jurusan pembangkit listrik tenaga angin, jurusan pembangkit listrik tenaga nuklir, jurusan pembangkit listrik tenaga biomasa, dan jurusan penyimpan energi. Fakultas Konversi Energi, jurusan kedokteran hewan, fakultas kedokteran hewan, jurusan teknik mesin dan biosistem, jurusan teknologi pangan, jurusan teknologi industri, pertanian dan jurusan teknik sipil dan lingkungan, fakultas teknologi pertanian, jurusan ekonomi dan studi pembangunan, jurusan manajemen, jurusan agribisnis, jurusan ekonomi sumber daya dan lingkungan, dan jurusan ekonomi syariah, fakultas ekonomi dan manajemen, jurusan ilmu gizi, jurusan ilmu keluarga dan konsumen, dan jurusan komunikasi dan pengembangan masyarakat, fakultas ekologi manusia, jurusan bisnis, sekolah bisnis, jurusan teknologi produksi ternak, jurusan nutrisi dan teknologi pakan, fakultas peternakan, jurusan teknologi dan manajemen perikanan budidaya, jurusan manajemen sumber daya perairan, jurusan teknologi hasil perairan, jurusan teknologi dan manajemen perikanan tangkap, fakultas perikanan dan ilmu kelautan, jurusan manajemen hutan, jurusan teknologi hasil hutan, jurusan konservasi sumber daya, Hutan dan Ekowisata, dan jurusan Silvikultur, Fakultas Kehutanan, jurusan Olahraga, Pendidikan, jurusan Olahraga, Rekreasi, jurusan Olahraga, Forestasi, jurusan Pendidikan Jasmani, Kesehatan dan Rekreasi, jurusan Ilmu Keolahragaan, jurusan Ilmu Keolahragaan Konsentrasi Olahraga Rekreasi, dan jurusan Ilmu Keolahragaan Konsentrasi Pelatihan Olahraga, Fakultas Olahraga, jurusan Penyiaran, jurusan Kehumasan, jurusan Periklanan, jurusan Komunikasi Bisnis, jurusan Informasi dan Perpustakaan, jurusan Ilmu Komunikasi, jurusan Ilmu Perpustakaan, jurusan Jurnalistik, jurusan Manajemen Komunikasi, dan jurusan Televisi dan Film, Fakultas Ilmu Komunikasi, jurusan Biostatistik, jurusan Informatika Kesehatan, jurusan Manajemen Informasi Kesehatan, jurusan Epidemiologi Kesehatan, jurusan Manajemen Asuransi Kesehatan, jurusan Manajemen Pelayanan Kesehatan, jurusan Manajemen Rumah Sakit, jurusan Kesehatan Lingkungan, jurusan Kesehatan Reproduksi, jurusan Keselamatan dan Kesehatan Kerja, jurusan Mutu Layanan Kesehatan, jurusan Promosi Kesehatan, jurusan Bidan Komunitas, jurusan Gizi, jurusan Epidemiologi Klinik, jurusan Epidemiologi Terapan, jurusan Epidemiologi Lapangan, jurusan Ekonomi Kesehatan, jurusan Asuransi Kesehatan, jurusan Biostatistika, jurusan Epidemiologi Kesehatan Lingkungan, jurusan Farmako Ekonomi, jurusan Gizi Kesehatan Masyarakat, jurusan Kebijakan dan Hukum Kesehatan, jurusan Kesehatan Lingkungan, jurusan Manajemen Pelayanan Kesehatan, jurusan Mutu Pelayanan Kesehatan, jurusan Promosi Kesehatan, jurusan Kajian Administrasi Rumah Sakit, jurusan Epidemiologi Klinik, jurusan Epidemiologi Komunitas, dan jurusan Ilmu Kesehatan Masyarakat, Fakultas Kesehatan Masyarakat, jurusan Bedah Mulut, jurusan Ilmu Penyakit Mulut, jurusan Konservasi Gigi, jurusan Periodonsia, jurusan Prostodonsia, jurusan Ortodonsia, jurusan Radiologi, jurusan Ilmu Material Kedokteran Gigi, jurusan Oral Biologi, jurusan Ilmu Kesehatan Gigi Masyarakat dan Kedokteran Gigi Pencegahan, dan jurusan Ilmu Kesehatan Gigi Anak, Fakultas Kedokteran Gigi, jurusan Psikologi Klinis, jurusan Psikologi Perkembangan, jurusan Psikologi Pendidikan, jurusan Psikologi Industri dan Organisasi, jurusan Psikologi Sosial, dan jurusan Metode dan Riset. Psikologi, Fakultas Psikologi, jurusan Strategi Perang Semesta, Total War Strategy, jurusan Damai dan Resolusi Konflik, Peace and Conflict Resolution, dan jurusan Perang Asimetris. Asymmetric Warfare, Fakultas Strategi Pertahanan, jurusan Manajemen Pertahanan, Defense Management, jurusan Ekonomi Pertahanan, Economics Defense, jurusan Manajemen Bencana, Disaster Management for National Security, jurusan Keamanan Energi, Energi Security, dan jurusan Keamanan Maritim, Maritime Security, Fakultas Manajemen Pertahanan. Jurusan Akuntansi, jurusan Bisnis Islam, jurusan Ekonomi Islam, jurusan Ilmu Ekonomi, jurusan Manajemen, dan jurusan Perencanaan dan Kebijakan Publik, Fakultas Ekonomi. The Department of Architecture, the Department of Urban Studies plus Planning, the Media Laboratory, the Center for Real Estate, the Forum in Art, Culture and Technology, School of Architecture and Planning, Aeronautic and Astronautics, Biological Engineering, Chemical Engineering, Civil and Environmental Engineering, Electrical Engineering, and Computer Science, Engineering System Division, Material Science and Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, Nuclear Science and Engineering, Institute for Medical Engineering, and Science School of Engineering, Faculty Action Lab, Anthropology, Center for International Studies, Comparative Media Studies, Writing, Economics, Foreign Language, and Literatures. Graduate Consortium in Women's Studies, Graduate Forum in Science Writing, History, Hyper Studio, Net Science Journalism, Program Linguistics, Literature, Mandailing. University International Science and Technology Initiatives, Music, Philosophy, Political Science, Science, Technology and Society, Security Studies Program, Theater Arts, Women's. Engineer Studies, School of Humanities, Art and Social Science, Degree Program, Master of Business Administration Program, Leaders for Global Operations. Master of Finance, Executive Master of Business Administration, Agussalim Fellows Program in Innovation and Global Leadership, Master of Science in Management Studies. System Design and Management PhD Program, Undergraduate Programs, Agussalim Management, Jurusan Biologi, Jurusan Otak dan Ilmu Kognitif, Jurusan Kimia. Jurusan Ilmu Bumi, Atmosfer dan Angkasa, Jurusan Matematika, dan Jurusan Fisika, Fakultas Ilmu Pengetahuan. Jurusan Biologi, Jurusan Mikrobiologi, Jurusan Rekayasa Hayati, Jurusan Rekayasa Pertanian, Jurusan Rekayasa Kehutanan, dan Jurusan Teknologi Pasca Panen, Fakultas Sains dan Rekayasa Hayati, Jurusan Sains dan Teknologi Farmasi, dan Jurusan Farmasi Klinik dan Komunitas, Fakultas Farmasi, Jurusan Teknik Elektro, Jurusan Teknik Informatika, Jurusan Teknik Tenaga Listrik, Jurusan Teknik Telekomunikasi, Jurusan Sistem dan Teknologi Informasi, dan Jurusan Teknik Biomedis, Fakultas Teknik Elektro dan Informatika, Jurusan Arsitektur dan Jurusan Perencanaan Wilayah dan Kota, Sekolah Arsitektur, Perencanaan dan Pengembangan Kebijakan, dan Jurusan Manajemen dan Jurusan Kewirausahaan, Sekolah Bisnis dan Manajemen, Universitas Mandailing. Untuk melakukan strukturisasi atas the Secretary of the Bureau of Organization Development of the Regency City Leadership Assembly of the Great Mandailing Foundation, the Division of Organizational Development of the Neighborhood Leadership Assembly of the Great Mandailing Foundation, to recommend to the Department of Mining Engineering. The Department of Petroleum Engineering, the Department of Geophysical Engineering, and the Department of Metallurgical Engineering, the Faculty of Mining and Petroleum, Engineering, the Department of Islamic Religious Education, the Department of Arabic Language, the Department of English, and the Department of Mathematics, the Faculty of Tarbiyah. The Department of Geological Engineering, the Department of Geodesian Geometric Engineering, the Department of Meteorology, and the Department of Oceanography. The Faculty of Sciences and Technology of Earth, the Department of Fine Arts, the Department of Art of Craft, the Department of Interior Design, the Department of Visual Communication Design, and the Department of Product Design, the Faculty of Art and Design, the Department of Mechanical Engineering, the Department of Aeronautics and Astronautics, and the Department of Material Engineering, the Faculty of Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering, the Department of Chemical Engineering, the Department of Physics, Engineering, Department of Industrial Engineering, Department of Industrial Engineering Management, Department of Food Engineering, and Department of Bioenergy. Entomology Engineering, the Faculty of Industrial Technology, the Department of Civil Engineering, the Department of Environmental Engineering, the Department of Marine Engineering, the Department of Engineering and Management of Water Resources, and the Department of Environmental Infrastructure Engineering, the Faculty of Civil and Environmental Engineering, the Department of Mathematics, the Department of Physics, the Department of Astronomy, the Department of Chemistry, the Department of Statistics, the Department of Applied Meteorology, the Department of Biology, the Department of Computer Science, and the Department of Biochemistry, the Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences. The Department of Medical Doctor Education, the Department of Nursing Science, the Department of Health and Nutrition, the Department of Amnesty and Reanimation, the Department of Surgery Science, Department of Chest Surgery, the Department of Neurosurgery, the Department of Forensic Medicine and Legal Medic, the Department of Mental Medicine, Science, Department of Children Health, Department of Skin and General Health, the Department of Health Science of Otolaryngology, Throat, Ear, Nose, Head, Neck, the Department of Eye Disease Health Sciences, the Department of Internal Medicine Science, the Department of Disease of Head and Blood Vessels, the Department of Neurology, the Department of Clinical Microbiology, the Department of Orthopedic and Traumatology, the Department of Obstetric and Gynecology, the Department of Anatomy, Pathology, the Department of Clinical Pathology, the Department of Radiology, the Department of Urology, the Department of Basic Medical Science, the Department of Clinic Medical Sciences, the Department of Tropical Medicine Science, the Department of Public Health Sciences, the Department of Medical Education Sciences, the Department of Nursing, and the Department of Sciences of Medicine and Health, the Faculty of Medicine, the Department of Agronomy and Horticulture, the Department of Aquaculture, the Department of Sciences of Pests and Diseases of Plant Protection, the Department of Soil Science, the Department of Fisheries Resources Management, the Department of Agriculture, Microbiology, the Department of Breeding Plant, the Department of Agricultural Counseling and Communication, the Department of Agricultural Socioeconomy, Agribusiness, the Department of Agricultural Products Technology, the Department of Land Resource Management, the Department of Landscape Architecture, the Department of Agronomy, the Department of Agricultural Economy, the Department of Phytopathology, the Department of Agribusiness Management, the Department of Breeding Plant, and the Department of Agricultural Sciences, the Faculty of Agriculture, the Department of Fundamentals of Legal Sciences, the Department of Civil Law, the Department of Criminal Law, the Department of Constitutional Law, the Department of Criminal Law, Department of State Administration Law, Department of International Law, Department of Procedural Law, Department of Law of Community and Development, the Department of Business Law, Department of Economic Law, Department of State Law, State Management Law, State Administration Law, the Department of Law, and the System of Criminal Justice, Department of Law and the Science of Islam, Department of Law of Intellectual Property Rights and Technology, Department of Law of International Trade, Department of Transnational Law, Department of Human Rights and Good Governance, Department of State Financial Law, Department of Labor Law. Department of Law of Natural Resources, Department of Practice of Justice, the Program of Education of Provision of Master of Notary, and the Doctoral Education Program of Law Science, the Faculty of Law, Department of Educational Sciences, Department of Extraordinary Education, Department of Guidance and Counseling Education, Department of Primary School Teacher Education, Department of Teacher Education for Early Childhood Education, Department of Education of Mathematics and Natural Sciences, Department of Mathematics Education, Department of Chemistry Education, Department of Physics Education, Department of Biology Education, Department of Social Sciences Education, Department of Civic Education, Department of History Education, Department of Geography Education, Department of Sociology, Anthropology Education, Department of Economic Education, Department of Language and Arts Education, Department of English Education, the Department of Indonesian Language and Literature Education, Department of Mandailing Language Education, Department of Arts Education, Department of Technical and Vocational Education, Department of Education of Informatic Engineer and Computer, Department of Building Engineering Education, Department of Mechanical, Engineering Education, Department of Sport and Health Education, Department of Education of Sport Coaching, Department of Education of Physical Health and Recreation, the Education of Civic and Environment, the Educational Technology, the Science Education, the Education Knowledge and the Natural Science Education, the Faculty of Teacher Training and Education Science, Department of Management and Policy of Public Science of State Administration, Department of Science of International Relations, Department of Communication Studies, Department of Science of Development of Social and Welfare, Department of Politics and Government, Science of Government, the Department of Sociology, Department of Public Administration Science, the Faculty of Social Science and Political Science, the Department of Comparative of Religion, Department of Science of the Quran and Tafsir, the Department of Hadith Science, Department of Sciences of Aqidah and Islamic Philosophy, Department of Mysticology, Department of Religious Philosophy, and Department of Tafsir Hadith, the Faculty of Usuluddin, Department of Arabic Language and Literature, Department of Islamic History and Culture, Department of English Language and Literature, Department of Tarjamah, Department of Library and Information Science, the Faculty of Adab and Humanities, the Department of Al-Ahwal Al-Shakshiyah, Islamic Family Law, Department of Siyasa, Law of Criminal and Policy of Islam, Department of Muamalah, Islamic Business Law, Department of Conversion of the MASA, Department of Islamic Finance, the Department of Legal Studies, and Department of Law of Sharia Economy, the Faculty of Sharia, Development of hydroelectric power plant, development of biodiesel power plant, development of solar cell power plant, development of sea wave power plant, development of wind power plant, development of nuclear power plant, development of biomass power plant, and development of energy saver, the faculty of energy conversion. Development of veterinary medicine, the faculty of veterinary medicine, development of mechanical engineering and biosystem, development of food technology, development of agricultural industrial technology, and development of civil and environmental engineering, the faculty of agricultural technology, the development of economy and development studies, development of management, development of agribusiness, development of economy of resource and environment, and development of Sharia economy, the faculty of economy and management, development of nutrition science, development of family and consumer science, and development of communication and development of community, the faculty of human ecology, the development of business, the school of business, the development of livestock, production technology, and the development of nutrition and feed technology, the faculty of animal husbandry, livestock, the development of technology and management of aquaculture. Development of water resources management, development of aquatic product technology, and development of technology and management of capture fisheries, the faculty of fisheries and marine sciences, development of forest management, development of forest products technology, development of forest resources conservation and ecotourism, and development of silviculture, the faculty of forestry, development of education, sport, development of recreation sport, development of achievement sport, development of education of physics, health and recreation, development of sport science, development of sport science of recreation sport concentration, and development of sport science of sport coaching concentration, the faculty of sport, development of broadcasting, development of public relations, development of advertising, development of business communication, and development of information and library, development of communication studies, development of library science, the development of journalism, development of communication management, and the development of television and movie, the faculty of communication studies, the development of biostatistics, the development of health informatics, the development of health information management, the development of epidemiology, the development of health insurance management, the development of health service management, development of hospital management, development of environmental health, the development of reproductive health, the development of occupational safety and health, the development of health services quality, the development of health promotion, development of community midwife, the development of nutrition, development of clinical epidemiology, development of applied epidemiology, development of field epidemiology, development of health economy, development of health insurance, development of biostatistics, development of environmental health epidemiology, development of pharmacoeconomy. Department of Public Health Nutrition, Department of Policy and Law of Health, Department of Health Informatics, Department of Environmental Health, Department of Health, Services Management, Department of Health Service Quality, Department of Health Promotion, Department of Hospital Administration Study, Department of Clinical Epidemiology and Department of Community Epidemiology, the Department of Public Health Sciences, the Faculty of Public Health, Department of Oral Surgery, Department of Oral Disease Science, Department of Dental Conservation, Department of Periodontic, Department of Prosthodontic, Department of Orthodontic, Department of Radiology, Department of Material Science of Dentistry, Department of Biology Oral, Department of Sciences of Public Health Dental and Preventive Dentistry, and the Department of Science of Child Dental Health, the Faculty of Dentistry, the Department of Clinical Psychology, Department of Developmental Psychology, Department of Educational Psychology, Department of Industrial and Organizational Psychology, Department of Social Psychology, and the Department of Psychological Method and Research, the Faculty of Psychology, Department of Strategy of Universal War, Total War Strategy, Department of Peace and Conflict Resolution, and Department of Asymmetric Warfare, the Faculty of Defense Strategy, Department of Defense Management, Department of Economic Defense, the Department of Disaster Management for National Security, the Department of Energy Security, and the Department of Maritime Security, the Faculty of Defense Management, Department of Accounting, Department of Islamic Business, Department of Islamic Economy, Department of Economic Science, Department of Management, Department of Planning, and Public Policy, the Faculty of Economy, the Department of Architecture, Department of Urban Studies plus Planning, the Media Laboratory, the Center for Real Estate, the Program in Art, Culture and Technology, School of Architecture and Planning, Aeronautic and Astronautics, Biological Engineering, Chemical Engineering, Civil and Environmental Engineering, Electrical Engineering and Computer Science, Engineering Systems Division, Material Science and Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, Nuclear Science and Engineering Institute, for Medical Engineering and Science, School of Engineering, for Action Lab, Anthropology, Center for International Studies, Comparative Media Studies, Writing Economics Origin, Language and Literatures, Graduate Consortium in Women's Studies, Graduate Forum in Science Writing, History Hyper Studio, Net Science, Journalism, Program Linguistics, Literature, Mandailing University, International Science and Technology Initiatives, Music Philosophy, Political Science, Science Technology and Society, Security Studies, Forum, Theater Arts, Women's and Gender Studies, School of Humanities, Art and Social Science, Degree Forum, Master of Business Administration Forum, Leaders, for Global Operation, Master of Finance, Executive Master of Business Administration, Agussalim Fellows Program in Innovation and Global Leadership, Master of Science in Management Studies, System Design and Management, PhD Program, Undergraduate Program, Agussalim Management, the Department of Biology, Department of Brain and Cognitive Science, Department of Chemistry, Department of Sciences of Earth, Atmosphere and Space, Department of Mathematics. And the Department of Physics, the Faculty of Science, Department of Biology, Department of Microbiology, Department of Biological Engineering, the Department of Agricultural Engineering, Department of Forestry Engineering, and Department of Post-Harvest Technology, the Faculty of Science and Biological Engineering, Department of Pharmaceutical Science and Technology, and the Department of Clinical Pharmacy and Community, the Faculty of Pharmacy, Department of Electrical Engineering, Department of Informatic Engineering, Department of Electrical Power Engineering, Department of Telecommunication Engineering, Department of System and Technology of Information, and Department of Biomedical Engineering, the Faculty of Electrical and Informatic Engineering, the Department of Architecture, and the Department of Regional and City Planning, the School of Architecture, Planning and Policy Development, and the Department of Management, and the Department of Entrepreneurship, the School of Business and Management of Mandailing University to conduct destructurization for struktur Majelis Pimpinan Pusat Global Yayasan Raya. The structure of the Central Global Leadership Assembly of the Great Mandailing Foundation. Jurusan Ilmu Kedokteran dan Kesehatan, the Department of Sciences of Medicine and Health. Fakultas Pertanian, Gedung Auditorium Utama, blank. The Faculty of Agriculture, Main Auditorium, Building, blank. Program S1, S1 Program, Jurusan Agronomi dan Hortikultura. The Department of Agronomy and Horticulture, Jurusan Budidaya Perikanan. The Department of Aquaculture, Jurusan Ilmu Hama dan Penyakit Tumbuhan. The Department of Sciences of Pests and Diseases of Plant Protection. Jurusan Ilmu Tanah, the Department of Soil Science. Jurusan Manajemen Sumber Daya Perikanan, the Department of Fisheries Resources Management. Jurusan Mikrobiologi Pertanian, the Department of Agricultural Microbiology. Jurusan Pemulihan Tanaman, the Department of Breeding Plant. Jurusan Penyuluhan dan Komunikasi Pertanian, the Department of Agricultural Counseling and Communication. Jurusan Sosial Ekonomi Pertanian, Agribisnis. Department of Agricultural Socio-Economic Agribisnis, jurusan Teknologi Hasil Pertanian. Department of Agricultural Products Technology, jurusan Manajemen Sumber Daya Lahan. Department of Land Resource Management, jurusan Arsitektur Lanskap. Department of Landscape Architecture, program S2, S2 program. Jurusan Agronomi, Department of Agronomy. Jurusan Ekonomi Pertanian, Department of Agricultural Economics. Jurusan Phytopatology, Department of Phytopathology. Jurusan Ilmu Hama dan Penyakit Tumbuhan, Department of Sciences of Pests of Diseases of Plant Protection. Jurusan Manajemen Agribisnis, Department of Agribusiness Management. Jurusan Pemulihan Tanaman, Department of Breeding Plant. Program S3, S3 program, jurusan Ilmu Pertanian. Department of Agricultural Sciences, Fakultas Hukum, Gedung Auditorium Utama, Blank. The Faculty of Law, Main Auditorium Building, Blank, program S1, S1, S1 program. Jurusan Dasar-Dasar Ilmu Hukum, the Department of Fundamentals of Legal Sciences. Jurusan Hukum Keperdataan, the Department of Civil Law. Jurusan Hukum Pidana, the Department of Criminal Law. Jurusan Hukum Tata Negara, Gedung Auditorium Utama, Blank, Department of Constitutional Law, Main Auditorium Building, Blank. Jurusan Hukum Administrasi Negara, the Department of State Administration Law. Jurusan Hukum Internasional, Department of International Law. Jurusan Hukum Acara, Department of Procedural Law. Jurusan Hukum Masyarakat dan Pembangunan, Department of Law of Community and Development. Jurusan Hukum Bisnis, Department of Business Law. Program S2, S2 program, jurusan Hukum Ekonomi. The Department of Economic Law, jurusan Hukum Kenegaraan, Hukum. Tata Negara, Hukum Administrasi Negara, the Department of State Law, State Management Law, State Administration Law. Jurusan Hukum dan Sistem Peradilan Pidana. Department of Law and the System of Criminal Justice. Jurusan Hukum dan Ilmu Pengetahuan Islam, Department of Law and Science of Islam. Jurusan Hukum Hak Kekayaan Intelektual dan Teknologi, the Department of Law of Intellectual. Property Rights and Technology, jurusan Hukum Perdagangan Internasional. The Department of Law of International Trade, jurusan Hukum Transnasional. The Department of Transnational Law, jurusan Hak Asasi Manusia dan Good Governance. The Department of Human Rights and Good Governance, jurusan Hukum Keuangan Negara. Department of State Financial Law, jurusan Hukum Ketenagakerjaan. Department of Labor Law, jurusan Hukum Sumber Daya Alam. Department of Law of Natural Resources, jurusan Praktek Peradilan. Department of Practice of Justice, program pendidikan profesi magister kenotariatan. The Program of Education of Profession of Master of Notary, program pendidikan doktor ilmu hukum. The Doctoral Education Program of Law Science, jurusan Hukum Ekonomi. The Department of Economic Law, jurusan Hukum Kenegaraan, Hukum. Tata Negara dan Hukum Administrasi Negara, the Department of State Law, State Management Law, State Administration Law. Jurusan Hukum dan Sistem Peradilan Pidana. The Department of Law and the System of Criminal Justice. Jurusan Hukum dan Ilmu Pengetahuan Islam, Department of Law and the Science of Islam. Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan, Gedung Auditorium Utama Blank. The Faculty of Teacher Training and Education Science, Main Auditorium Building Blank, Dekanat. Den, penghubung dekan, blank, the liaison to the den, blank. Program Strata 1, S1, Strata 1, S1 Program. Jurusan Ilmu Pendidikan, the Department of Educational Sciences. Jurusan Pendidikan Luar Biasa, the Department of Extraordinary Education. Jurusan Pendidikan Bimbingan dan Konseling, the Department of Guidance and Counseling Education. Jurusan Pendidikan Guru Sekolah Dasar. The Department of Primary School Teacher Education. Jurusan Pendidikan Guru Pendidikan Anak Usia Dini, the Department of Teacher Education for Early Childhood Education. Jurusan Pendidikan Matematika dan Ilmu Pengetahuan Alam. The Department of Education of Mathematics and Natural Sciences, jurusan Pendidikan Matematika. The Department of Mathematics Education, jurusan Pendidikan Kimia. The Department of Chemistry Education, jurusan Pendidikan Fisika. Department of Physics Education, jurusan pendidikan biologi. Department of Biology Education, jurusan pendidikan ilmu pengetahuan sosial. Department of Social Sciences Education, jurusan pendidikan kewarganegaraan. Department of Civic Education, jurusan pendidikan sejarah. Department of History Education, jurusan pendidikan geografi. Department of Geography Education, jurusan pendidikan sosiologi, antropologi. Department of Sociology Anthropology Education, jurusan pendidikan ekonomi. Department of Economic Education. Jurusan pendidikan bahasa dan seni, Department of Language and Arts Education. Jurusan pendidikan bahasa Inggris, Department of English Education. Jurusan pendidikan bahasa dan sastra Indonesia, Department of Indonesian. Language and Literature Education, penghubung ketua jurusan, blank. The liaison to the head of department, blank. Penghubung sekretaris jurusan, blank. The liaison to the secretary of the department, blank. Jurusan pendidikan bahasa Mandailing. Department of Mandailing Language Education, jurusan pendidikan seni rupa. The Department of Arts Education, jurusan pendidikan teknik dan kejuruan. The Department of Technical and Vocational Education. Jurusan pendidikan teknik informatika dan komputer, the Department of Education of Informatic Engineer and Computer, jurusan pendidikan teknik bangunan. Department of Building Engineering Education, jurusan pendidikan teknik mesin. The Department of Mechanical Engineering Education. Jurusan Pendidikan Olahraga dan Kesehatan dari Department of Sport and Health Education. Jurusan Pendidikan Kepelatihan Olahraga. Department of Education of Sport Coaching. Jurusan Pendidikan Jasmani, Kesehatan, dan Rekreasi, Department of Education of Physical Health and Recreation. Program Strata 2, S2, Strata 2, S2, Program. Magister Pendidikan Ekonomi, the Master of Economic Education. Magister Pendidikan Matematika, the Master of Mathematics Education. Magister Pendidikan Kewarganegaraan dan Lingkungan Hidup. The Master of Education of Civic and Environment, Magister Teknologi Pendidikan. The Master of Educational Technology, Magister Pendidikan Sejarah. The Master of History Education, Magister Pendidikan Bahasa Indonesia. The Master of Education of Indonesian Language, Ketua Jurusan Beleng. The Head of the Department Beleng, Sekretaris Jurusan Beleng. The Secretary of Department Beleng, Dosen Beleng, Lecturer Beleng. Magister Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris, the Master of English Education. Magister Pendidikan Sains, the Master of Science Education. Magister Pendidikan Bahasa Mandailing, the Master of Education in Mandailing Language. Program Strata 3, S3, Strata 3, S3 Programs. Doktor Ilmu Pendidikan, the Doctorate of Education, Science. Doktor Pendidikan Bahasa Indonesia, the Doctorate of Education of Indonesian Language. Doktor Pendidikan Ilmu Pengetahuan Alam, the Doctorate of Natural Science Education. Doktor Pendidikan Bahasa Mandailing, the Doctorate of Education of Mandailing Language. Mandailing Natal, Sumatera Utara, Indonesia, 1 Agustus tahun 2034 Masehi. 1st of Man Agustus 2034, ANNO DOMINI. Thank you very much.